What time is it there in Belgium?
Um, wait,
4 in the morning?
it's 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
It takes dedication.
Yeah.
Hey, Heshi.
The Netherlands, it's two. Is it two of the Netherlands also? Two, yeah.
Yeah, it's right next door.
Oh, right next door. Okay. Okay, well, let's get started here. Just to kind of give you just a little overview, welcome everybody to our team training here. So, just to kind of give you an overview, I'm going to talk about 3X, but I don't have much to talk about there. And then, if you have any questions, be thinking of those. Towards the end, we'll take any questions you might have about anything RX, okay? And we're going to talk a little bit about prospecting. A couple things I want to kind of make sure everybody's on the same page of prospecting, and then I'm going to show you at the very end. I'm going to give you a demo on a program that you can use when you're promoting your business on Facebook. Okay, it's a neat little program. It's free. You can use the free version, or you can upgrade and use the paid version. It has more features in it, but the free version works also, which I'll be showing you tonight. You're pretty. You got a lot of questions for being 2 in the morning there.
I must have had a nap or something.
There you go.
Um, I'm partway through the program, but I haven't finished it.
Okay.
And did all the intro, and I'm almost finished with the first implementation section.
Okay.
And then after that, you're supposed to actually do it, which I can't do it because I disappear. So when do you get the affiliate link? Is it
once you get to in the men's program? Once you get to Hell Week, which is like the first week of the thing, once you complete that, the business tab at the top shows up, and then so when you go to the business tab, you want to watch the affiliate video. He explains everything, and then you'll click on it. It shows where the link, but the link's not there. He's got a red bar there that says, Happy Holidays is coming soon. So wait for that red bar to go away. So
okay, and then after that, you don't have to do any more, right?
No, you don't have to. No, you don't have to go through the academy. The academy's unbelievable. So, but you don't have to go through it. No.
But you can go through the academy without actually doing the program, right?
Oh yeah. You can go through the whole thing. Yeah, people don't have to do the program. I mean, I started on it myself, and I'm already down 4 pounds in 3 days, and so I'm pretty excited. So I just, me and my wife just started on it. So, I'd like to shed another 20 pounds. And
okay, but I'm asking because I don't want to lose any weight.
Sure, yeah, no, I understand. No, you don't have to go.
I want to go through the program.
Yeah, the education alone is priceless. The education in that system alone is priceless. It's really good. So
I just keep going until I get to the end.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Okay, any other questions on 3X? Okay, so the next thing I want to just go to is just talk to you briefly about the inviting formula. So everybody here should know the inviting formula. So I want somebody to jump out and tell me what the first step in inviting formula is. Somebody just unmute themselves and tell me what the first step is in inviting formula.
Great.
And if they know the purpose. Do you know the purpose of the first step?
Yeah, it's to establish rapport.
Okay. To get somebody talking openly to you.
Right.
Okay. So the inviting formula I have on a little card like this right here. Okay. And this is in the back. You can download this little paper card, and I take it to Kinko, FedEx, I guess, and laminate it and keep it in my wallet or keep it on my desk here and stuff like that. I know that very well. But the first 3 steps right here. I mean, Tim Sales, when he retired after 5 years, he was making $150,000 a month. $5,000 a day. Okay? $5,000 a day, because he taught people how to do this inviting formula. He used this method, and he still uses it today. Okay? And early on in RX, back a year into it, I seen him use this formula. I actually seen him. When we had the first cruise in RX, he had somebody that was in RX, their spouse. He used the inviting formula. He greet and qualified that person, okay? Because see, and this right here is nothing super original, because if you break it down, greet, qualify, invite somebody to look at something, you do that in life automatically. You don't walk up to somebody and say, will you marry me? You know, you got to get to know them. You greet them and qualify them and get to know them and stuff like that. You don't go jumping in. So we go through those steps. You know, if you want to go to the movie, you might set it up and with your significant other and stuff like that and go through that process before they get there. You don't just grab their hand and stick them in the car and drive off to the movies, okay? You go through a process. So, you know, when you're talking to somebody, you don't walk up and say, hey, will you join my business? You don't do that because, see, people do things for what they need, not for what you need. You need them to join your business, but you got to forget that completely and always talk to people and prospect people on helping them. When you say you're helping somebody, you're in a business to help other people, that's truly what it is. So you greet somebody, you get somebody talking openly to you, and that can take 30 seconds or it could take 30 minutes. Meaning if you don't get somebody that's not openly talking to you, it's like that, and if they never do, you shouldn't go forward. You don't go through the process. Once you get them talking openly to you, then you got to qualify them. Do they need, want, or don't want something that you have that pertains to our business? Money or better health and so on. And so as you go through there and you're talking to them and, you know, hey, I'm working on something special. I mean, the easiest way to qualify somebody is use a third party, the indirect approach with 4 words. Do you know anyone? So, hey, Nancy, do you know anyone that keeps their options open to earn some extra money? I'm expanding my business in the area right now. You're always talking to that person. Always. Even when you say, do you know somebody else? You're always talking to that person. Think about it. Because the thing about it is they're going to be curious. They're going to say, well, you know, what are you talking about? I am. Well, I'm expanding my business in the area and I'm looking for some more business partners. And if I send you a video, would you watch it? Okay. Now, all this is in Global Success Leaders. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen real quick and jump over to there. And so if you're in Global Success Leaders and you go into the training tab right here, okay, and you progress down through here, you're going to see, you know, your why, communication quality. You're going to get to the inviting formula right here. And here it is right here, the Greek qualify invite. And at the bottom, there's a little download card right here, okay, that you can download. And a video go through. And there's an audio that Tim Sales talks about in the objection section. But the thing about it is you got to get people, you know, talking openly to you. You got to qualify them. Do they need, want, or don't want something that pertains to your business? And then you invite them to look at something. Okay. Now you in the very beginning, you invite them to look at something like if we go to ARIIX, Explore ARIIX, if I type it in here right. Okay, explore ARIIX.com/RX. That's our resource page. It's open. In other words, it's not on Global Success Leaders because it's not protected, meaning that anybody can get to this. And if you want to send them a video, maybe you want to send them the Origins video here. So you bring it up on your phone, you bring it up on your computer, you click on that link, and that video opens, and the only thing there is that video. They can't see anything else. It says explorerx.com/origins. Okay? You can click on this email link right here. It'll open up your email, put a link in there, you can send them a message. You could share it to them on Facebook if you're friends on Facebook with them. You click the share button right here. I don't know if that you can see that because I'm not sharing the screen that way. And I guess you can see that, can't you? Yeah. And you can come over here and you could share a private message with somebody. Type their name, Nancy. Okay? Nancy, and I can send it right here and type a message and share it directly on Facebook. Okay? Now that link has nothing else to it. Somebody comes over here and says, oh, well, what's Explore ARIIX? And they take this back and they get rid of that and they go to ARIIX. It's just a picture. It's just a picture. It says ARIIX. Unleash your human potential for good. Don't go anywhere. There's no clickable links on this page. Okay? So that resource page right here, go back one more. Let's see, open up a new window. Right here has all kinds of single page videos. The power of 4. Okay? Here's a video by itself right here. So you can send them that. So in the beginning, you pique their interest. Okay? So you pique their interest. Here's talks about the inviting formula right on this page right here. Okay? So you pique their interest with a video. And then you send them, if you have an Explore ARIIX site, you send them there. You know, rick.explore ARIIX if they want to do their due diligence. Now they're interested. They say, you know, I want to know more about the business. Okay, let them look at the company, the products, the comp plan, the team, and contact you. So this site allows them to have all the information they need to look at ARIIX. They don't need to go anywhere else. Okay? And it's all tied back to you. If they come over here and they're on the product site, for an example, and they're looking under products, they say, well, I'm just going to try these. I'm going to see if this weight loss works. And they click on a weight loss product, boom, and then it's tied right to your back office. Okay? If they get to the team page, and not many people do join online. I've had a couple do that. But if they get over here and they want to join, they can click right here, and it's tied right to your sign-up link at ARIIX. So when you click on that, it opens up a link. It would obviously be your link. And it then, since it opens up here, a little slow here with the screen sharing, and it opens up and it puts it right here where the next person's going to go, and wherever you got it set for your default and your downline. Okay? So any questions? Let me go back off of screen share. Any questions on that at all? On kind of the inviting form, the process? I mean, the process is something that should happen. It should happen every day. It should be natural when you're talking to people. The tough thing to do, and it's hard for me sometimes, you get going and you're busy doing something and you forget, and you leave and you say, oh my God, I should have said something to that guy. I just seen somebody. I should have talked to them and I didn't, And so you've always got to have that on the front of your mind that, you got to talk to people, and all they can do is say no. And the answer is always no until they say no, right? And there's some good lines that you can use, like, if you could change one thing about your job, what would it be? If you could change one thing about your health, what would it be? So you can ask some open-ended questions that gets people talking in the qualifying process. Okay. Questions on that at all? You can unmute your mic if you have any questions. You guys are too quiet. Come on now. This is audience participation. Okay? There's never, ever a dumb question. I mean, I'm a person that loves to learn, and I'll learn until I'm 6 feet under. So, I mean, I'm just that way. So, just ask them. No questions.
You're just explaining it correct.
What's that? Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think you just explained it correct. That's the problem.
Okay. Yeah. It does take practice. I mean, I can tell you, I remember back in the day, because I've been doing this 10 years now, in the previous company I was in, I had a tough time. I mean, I screwed up in the very beginning and stuff like that. And I can say I didn't learn this inviting formula probably for years after I got started. Because I was probably stubborn, But I tell you what, now, you can learn anything if you just look at it, There's the business video that Tim's put together on the landing page that I showed you last time. The prospect video. Let me show it to you again. So for those that didn't see it, share my screen again. Let's see. I think I'm on that page here. And so there's a video. I got to keep moving this down because I got blocked up top. Okay. So there's a video here, and let's see. So this right here was a video that he was advertising right here, a game changer for network marketers that goes into 3X, explaining this. So here's a 4-minute video. I've watched this thing probably 6 or 8 times now.
Hi, this is Tim Sales. I've been working on something underground for the past 3 years. There are 3 serious problems destroying network marketers that must be solved. Number 1, network marketers are not getting customers. Would you agree this is the number 1 point of criticism of the MLM industry? Don't you hear this every time regulators attack an MLM company? Number 2, they're not duplicating a proven model that does actually duplicate. These 2 items, not getting customers and no proven duplication model, is the reason for, number 3, they're not making immediate profits.
To me, this is such a powerful thing just to really listen to what he's saying, understand, and just as you go through here, take some notes, because as you're marketing things, and this is just like one sales page, okay, that once somebody opts in will take them to the 3X program, okay? And this is geared towards network marketers in this case. And like I said before, we have several clients. We have network marketers are our prospects. We have affiliate marketers are our prospects, and we have people that need to lose weight is our prospects. And that's obviously the biggest market because there's so many people overweight. So it's really going to be pretty interesting when when he opens this up and stuff like that. And I'm sure he's going to do some trainings. I'm sure he's going to do some live. I mean, he's got in the bottom. He's going to do live webinars and stuff like that. So, I mean, can you imagine when all of our reps, when all of us all have to do is just drive traffic to that funnel, okay? And then the women's funnel, and then eventually the baby academy funnel, and then the purity funnel. And all these funnels are all in place, and all we got to do is just get traffic to them. And now we truly have freedom because it's duplicating by itself. And you can sit back and spend an hour a day, if that, to make sure you got your budget right for your funnel for marketing stuff going to it, and kick back and you got business flowing in like crazy, and you're making six figures, you're making multiple six figures. It's going to be really amazing. I mean, his goal is to do 20 million just in the men. 200,000 men, $20 million. And he's going to pay out 55%. That's 11 million. He's just with the 3X, not even including the monies you make with ARIIX. So it's really going to get pretty exciting here. Okay. And I'm going to push and share and teach to help everybody, become massively successful. So it's, and help other people lose weight, so any questions before I move on?
I have a question.
Yes. Laurel?
Will you be advertising for this offline as well? Or how would you get people offline to that funnel?
Like that.
What about having like a weekly business meeting or a weekly weight loss meeting?
Sure, you can do that. I had somebody I talked to somebody about they were going to start to do like an educational meeting and just kind of meet once a week. And I was listening to a podcast, and this is here's a takeaway from this podcast. I listened to Simon Chan's, and it's in Global Success Leaders. I recommend it, and I have it on my phone. I have about a half a dozen of them that I listen to on my phone, and I'm up 6 a.m, sometimes 5 a.m, and I play my podcast. I got my little wireless boom box here, and I just sit here, my door's closed, and I just sit and listen to a podcast while I'm working on the computer. And one takeaway I got, one gal about last week, I listened to it. I forgot her name. I'm just looking for points that help. She has classes. She does a class. So her network marketing meeting is a class. She teaches a class. So that's all she does. She says, I teach one class a week. So I invite people to come to a class that I teach. And it's on a certain topic. It's 30 minutes. That's it. And then we have discussion afterwards. And she was in the essential oil business. She pitches her essential oil. She educates on essential oils in the class. She does a little education. She opens up her discussion. And she signs people up. And then she teaches her people how to teach a class. So yeah, you could do that. You could teach a little weight loss class. Come up with a bullet list from the program. You can't do the whole. You should not do the whole thing, but you could take a half a dozen or a dozen bullets out of there, talking points, and talk about it to pique people's curiosity. And at the end, say, to learn more detail about what we talked about, go to this website. There's a program, a course, it's $97, whatever, and invite them to go through it and share it with others. Maybe they know somebody that needs to go through it.
That's a really good idea because I don't know of any weight loss education programs.
Yeah. Okay, other questions?
Thank you.
So quiet. My goodness. Okay.
Admit that.
So has anybody heard of Snipply? Raise your hand if you heard of Snipply. Okay. I'm gonna try to explain it to you. Okay, let me just get my screen a little bit bigger. Okay, you see my screen there? Okay, so write this down. Don't go there. Write this down because you're going to miss something if you do. So snip.ly. Okay? So here's the concept. You find a hot news story. You use a Google Chrome extension, if you have it, that's in Snipply, or you can use our website. Snipply creates your own, that's what's key, your own custom Snipply link from the news site to share on Facebook or other social media, Twitter, with your banner ad at the bottom of the page. Okay? Sometimes it's confusing to follow how that does that, but you're taking a news story that you could not advertise on a news story site. You're using Sniply, which is a tool that takes a story and your banner ad and creates a brand new link. So when you share it, it's a Sniply link that has your banner at the bottom, but the news story on there. So it looks like you're advertising on that site. So let me show it to you. So let me share my screen here again. Okay. And let me open this up right here, and I'm going to close that. Okay. So let's say, and I'm going to pick on a company that Dawn used to work for, that's on our call, that just went out of business. Okay. Because it'd be a great thing to do. It's it's a nationwide company, AIG. They closed many offices. So it's kind of a news story. And maybe it's, it just happened recently. Okay. But there's a lot of stories. I mean, David Bowie is a hot story right now, but him passing, I don't know if that's tactful to do it on there, But you find some news story that people, as it goes across the news feed, would say, oh, that's interesting, or look at it. And there's a lot of sites out there that, and I'll have to maybe grab another one here to show you that you can find the latest stories. Let me think here, just 2 seconds here. Yeah, I don't know if I'll find that site. Let me just look at something here. Nice. Yeah, okay, let me stick with this right here. For the example, you'll get what I mean, okay? So let's take and let's grab any story on here. Let's grab, okay, so when you Google AIG, I forgot. When you Google AIG, for example, the name of the company, a big insurance company, you click on news. On your tab up here, you click on news. So when you Google something, click on the news tab, because that's where the news is at. So here, AIG slashes hundreds of jobs, well, let's go back. Let me just use this one here. AIG Tampa, okay? AIG lays off 50 Tampa Bay workers in a nationwide cut, okay? So there's a little plug-in up here called Sniply that you can actually add into your Google Chrome, and you do that over here in the bars right here, and I can answer questions, show that at the end. But I'm going to hit Sniply right here, and it opens a sidebar, and it makes I created an ad at the bottom. Okay, so I have here's a URL from the Sniply up here on the left. Attention AIG employees. We're looking for some highly motivated individuals. Now, I'm just showing you an example. I did this quick. I didn't get to sit and think about it real detail like that. Learn more. And I just stuck my Explore ARIIX site here. Don't know exactly that you'd do that, but just picture if it's a weight loss site. You're advertising on Jenny Craig, okay? And you got your link for 3X. So keep your mind open here, okay? So now you hit snip, and so now you got a custom link. So I copy this custom link and I come over here to Facebook, okay? So I'm over here on Facebook and I go to my fan page, because I can put it on my regular page, but I'll go to my fan page because maybe I want to promote it then too, or maybe I don't want to promote it. Let me just put it on my regular page here across my newsfeed. So I take that Sniply and I put it right there. I paste it there, and here it comes up. Now I take this away and I hit post. And I'm going to post it. And it comes up. Well, the picture changed. Anyway, and I could have added a picture if I was on a page. And it says AIG. AIG leaves off Tampa workers like that. And somebody comes across and is flying across the news feed, and they go, wow, that's a pretty thing. And they click on it, and they look at it. It says, oh, Tampa Bay. And they're looking at it and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, at the bottom, they see Rick Billings. Attention, AIG employees, we're looking for highly... You see that ad at the bottom? Okay, now this is just the free version. The paid version, $29 a month. You can add colors, you can add a bunch of stuff to it. Take the Sniply logo away and stuff like that. You can make it go all the way across. There's a lot of different features, but they're looking at the thing, and your ad's at the bottom of the page. And they're thinking, how'd you put an ad on the Tampa Bay Times website? And you did it for nothing. Okay? Somebody clicks here, boom, they're right on explorearix.com. Well, I typed it in there wrong, apparently. Okay? But they'd be right on your site when they type in the link. I don't know what I got. I must have mistyped something. Okay? So, but you can take and grab any news story. Let's see, visit the link. Well, we did that. Okay. What do I got wrong? Copy, finish. Say, well, right here you could actually share it. Share it on Facebook, Twitter. What is that? Hootsuite, maybe. LinkedIn and Google Plus. Okay. So you can come in here. Great. Let me go back out of here once. Let me go to Sniply again. And you can come over here and customize. So I could change the color of the button. Customize. They want you to upgrade. Okay. So that's what they give you, and they customize. You get $29, 5,000 clicks, it says, and so on, okay? So you can sit here and change the theme. Let's see, that's full wide. So that goes across the bottom. You can change that. That's fine. And then they got a social. What's that one? Okay, it has your picture separate, and then kind of like a little dropout. That's kind of a neat look, too, okay? And then they got a bean. What's that one? I didn't even look at all these. A circle like that, okay? So these are some choices. And so it takes the link of what it is, and it creates a new link that when you share it, they can click on that, and so on. So you can go to sniply.com, snip.ly, I'm sorry, and read up about it. You can set up a free account, okay, there. And usually you can just log right in with Facebook. And then you can just, give it a try and share it. And when you see a hot news story come around, or you find a weight loss story, or whatever you want to do, when people click on it, I'm going to remove this because I'm not going to spend the time to undo that. To undo that link. Delete, because to make sure the link's right. So does that make sense? Okay, so now questions for you. I'll stay on the screen sharing here, and questions. Unmute yourself in the bottom left-hand corner if you need to.
Rick, after you hit the Sniply thing and you found the news, can you go over how you turned that into a small URL?
It does it automatically for you. So if I want to share the Sniply page, I click on my little icon up here, and it comes over here. I edit my ad. I change whatever I want this to say. I change what the Learn More button is. I want to change the URL that's going to go to. I don't have an extra I. I missed an I in there. There it is. Okay.
So the first line is what's the first line?
First line is this right here. Okay. That's the first line.
Where is it?
Whoops. Hang on. I went to my site. You see it right here? Is everybody seeing this window on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
Okay.
When did you click on the story that you were doing? Is that what the URL was, the story itself?
Yes, URL is the story. Okay. And then you have your message, your text button, and your URL button, and then you hit snip, and it creates a short link for you right here. And you copy it, and if you have the paid version, it keeps that link, and it keeps statistics and everything on that link. You can share that link anytime you want. Okay. So you can make one link for weight loss, and you can share it on any weight loss site you want, on CNN, on anywhere you want. Okay, and it'll show up at the bottom like that. Okay, so when you visit the link, let me visit the link right here again because I corrected that. I put it in the bottom of this one. If I hit Learn More down here, it goes right to my Explore ARIIX website. See? Everybody got that? Okay, any questions on that at all?
Do they allow you to have sort of a demo version of it before you go live?
Yeah, this is free. I'm showing you the free version. Oh, a demo of, well, you can view the link right here. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, this is the free version. Then you can view the link. So this is what the link looks like. Yes. So at the bottom down here, and if I say, well, no, I don't like that, I'd rather have that one that looks like the bean that they said. So I would sit here and go, I'd close this window and go back. Oops, I can just go back to it. And it remembers what you last did, okay? And maybe you'd change this to a customize, drop this to bean. Maybe you want the circle around there and then snip that and then visit that link. And then you got a rounded at the bottom. Okay?
Rick, I don't understand these types. Did you pick one of these types before when you...
Yeah, I just picked it right here. So I just picked the type of when I hit the Sniply up here, the little extension, okay, and I hit customize, I picked the theme type. There's 4 theme types: social, full width, candy, and bean. The bean is rounded corner. The candy is, looks like that, the round edges. Full length is across the whole bottom of the website, a little bit shorter, okay? And then the social is the picture's knocked out, and then it's got like a little quote coming out the side. I mean, you get pretty doggone creative with this when you think about it.
Okay, but the thing that's in the background there that says Snipply types and form snip, image snip, is that, how do those relate to what you're choosing?
Oh, I'm just on that website. I'm sorry, I'm just on that website. No, this is the Snipply website. You have to, I just went here to show you can go and read about it and see all the different things and stuff like that. This is their website, the features.
Okay, but you didn't use any of this in the little demo you just gave us.
No, I just showed you just something simple. You can explore it more. I just wanted to show you how it works, and could be a great tool for people that want to do some free marketing and advertising online with the 3X or their regular program or whatever. You could say all kinds of stuff. You just got to get creative with it. Okay? Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Any questions? Any other questions on that at all?
Hey, Rick,
Yes.
the idea, I guess, is to take a topical story and then tie a product to it.
Yep.
Okay.
A product or your business,
With it.
the affiliate program,
Mhm.
I mean, you could put something on there like, let's think out loud a second. So you could take 3X for an example. So you're going to have your 3X link, okay? And you got it tied to your URL already. So you just have to type your URL. You don't have to have some long link, okay? And so you could say something like, you got to say something curious, okay?
Lose weight 3 times faster without exercise.
No, yes, you could do that. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. I was thinking on the business side of that. I was thinking something to the fact that, Man Underground for 3 years comes out with a $20 million gold in 2016 in the weight loss industry. Something crazy that people go, what? Click. And now they're on your thing and they're hitting it, I mean, there's a lot of people do. I mean, I'm not saying do stupid headlines and stuff like that, but there are people that, you've got to sometimes, not have a shock thing, but you got to get out there. I mean, there's nothing false about that because Tim has stated he wants 200,000 men. That's $20 million, okay, in 2016. And if he wants the same women, that's 40 million. Okay, that's a lot of money. So, and I got to believe a person could just have no computer experience at all and take a stack of business cards and walk around town and put them everywhere, and he's going to get people clicking on his link and going to this link. It's all about exposure. You've got your business. You can have the greatest business in the world, but if you never tell anybody, if you don't talk and talk to people and prospect people, you'll never have anything. And that's the thing that people have fear about. I mean, when you get over that thing that all they can say is no, who cares? You might not ever see that person again in your life, ever. So, I mean, you just, you ask. If you don't ask, you don't receive. So you talk and prospect and every aspect of our business is a little bit different. A person could sit here and never be so shy and such an introvert and just say, I don't want to talk to anybody, but they could just be passing out cards. That's all they do. And they could build a business with this new 3X system. Okay. So does anybody have no other questions on the snippet? Everybody understands how it works? How many people think it's a good idea? I mean, how many people are going to give it a try?
I got it. I got an idea.
Okay.
Rick.
Yes.
There's some groups on Facebook that have 120,000 members that you're not allowed to advertise on.
Okay.
Like this, work on there to put a news story and then some type of link at the bottom.
Sure, if you're posting a news story, they don't know until they click on a link that where it's going to go to afterwards.
Yeah.
So you're not putting there. You could say, "Gosh, I just can't believe blah blah blah," or this or that, and they click on it. Sure. Because it's not an advertising. The idea is to try to post something of value a lot of times, so people want to click and read it. It could,
a lot of groups that won't let you advertise on their group. This might be a way in.
Absolutely. Yep. Good point. Somebody else have a question there? We got to fire you guys up.
All right, I'll ask another question.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you going to be focused on just a couple of these lead areas or all in any? Because sometimes I think about all the different ways to advertise and it becomes overwhelming and then you kind of just shut down and don't do anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, for me, I'm going to focus a lot of my energy on the banner advertising. Okay. And to create this co-op that I feel we can do and help everybody at the same time, meaning that I'm going to be advertising on sites like Fox News and Fox Sports and CNN and some major diet sites and maybe Drudge Report, and there's some hunting sites, some big sites through a platform that I have that can access. It actually accesses excess inventory in real time. So the way the system works is that in real time, every 30 seconds, it knows what's available, and sites want to fill their site that have a lull, so they grab the spot and let us put a banner there. And so you load the system with all the sizes of banners you have, and it puts whatever's available. So I'm gonna do that for the team and create this co-op that I can come back and say, okay, every time we spend $25, this is what happens, and run a weekly co-op, meaning that everybody that pays by Friday, their ads start running Monday through Sunday. And then every week it starts over. A lot of times co-ops go monthly, but I'm going to do it weekly. And my son's going to help manage it, because that way people don't have to wait a month to jump in. They can jump in next week. And if they want to put $25 in the co-op, $50 in the co-op, whatever, and hopefully we can weekly show what it's producing in hits. And it takes a lot of testing and stuff like that to happen, just kind of Tim's testing and stuff like that too, to work, because advertising is expensive. But to be able to have an ad, the 3X Fat Loss show up on Fox Sports or NFL, and somebody's on the NFL and they see this ad there, and then they see it again, they just start a repetition, and everybody that's in a co-op is in a rotator. And how a rotator works is that if there's 20 people in a co-op, you have 20 URLs. And so it hits the first one, the second one, the third one. It just keeps going, and then boom, it goes to the top. Boom, 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 the top. Every time somebody on the internet, all those ads clicks, it goes to the next one. And it just rotates through everybody's link. And if somebody's got 2 shares, it hits theirs twice. Boom, boom. And then people if they click on it, then they're on your site. And they're cookied. If you understand affiliate marketing, the way those systems work is that every computer has its own address, okay? And it's called, and so just like you have a house number in your house, the easiest way to think is you got your house number in your house, okay? So when somebody visits your house, your link, it cookies their computer to your link in Tim's system. His affiliate system says, oh, that come from, Rick's, that come from Nancy's. And it keeps it there for 90 days, 180 days, whatever he has it set for. And it doesn't flush out or reset until that. So if they come back a month later, it's still your person. Now, affiliates can set it up where it's cookied to you and you get the sale. They can set it up where it's cookied to you and whoever clicks on the next link gets a sale. So we'll see and he'll tell us probably how he has it set up. I'll probably ask that question on Wednesday. And so then that way, if somebody visits your site and then they come back a month later, a week later, 2 months later, you still get the sale for that person, which is pretty cool.
Well, that's only if they haven't cleared their cookies or their cache.
Of course.
Okay.
Yep.
If you're going to be like me, going to be in the pool, and you also want to do your own ads somewhere, should you have a different URL for each of those?
No, not necessarily, because I'm going to produce a report. Well, I mean, you could, but in the system that Tim's got, you can actually add a tracking on the end of it. So in other words, they give you a long URL and you're able to add a code on the end of it. The computer don't care what it is. Equals work at home moms. WAHM. That's a site for business opportunities. If you've never been there, you can see it and you can put banner ads in there all day long. Okay, and you just put WHAM on the end of it. Work at home moms. Okay, at the end of it, and then every time in his system it'll say, okay, you got 20 links that people that clicked on that link with that ending. And then you have one for Facebook, FB for Facebook. You had 30 people that clicked on the one for FB. And so in his system will track which link did they click on if you're using the raw affiliate link. If you're using a redirect to URL, it doesn't.
No,
So,
I mean, I've already got some URLs,
Yep.
and so I just didn't know if you'd need to use a different one if you were doing your own
if you're just
advertising.
using, if you have multiple URLs with your affiliate link, you wouldn't be able to track it because you wouldn't be able to track different URLs to a certain extent.
Okay.
You'll learn more once it gets open. We'll
Right.
show you, and
Okay.
it'll be easier to understand. I'll know more how he has some of the settings set and stuff like that. So, okay. Other questions that you might have? Uh-oh. I must have just had a
It was
sale.
a ka-ching.
Yeah. You have a new lead. That's from the Online Sales Pro. Anyway.
But when I get it right, we pay you $25, for instance, and you put it in one pot.
Yep. It'll be a co-op. You'll pay the co-op. It'll be a co-op. You ain't paying me. You're putting money in a co-op. Okay.
Cooperation.
Yep. And then we take the money. So say if 20 people bought a share in the co-op, that would be $500 for that week.
Yeah.
20 times 25 is 5. We take that $500 and we buy for the whole week. We buy 500. We spread it out for a week. We buy $500 worth of banner ads. You know, there's a little bit less because there's a PayPal fee and stuff like that. It'll be explained. But we buy a whole bulk of banner ads, and so they're running on, 60, 80 sites. I have access to 40,000 sites.
Ooh,
So, let me see.
wow.
Let's see if I got one book here. So I'll read a few sites off just so you know. So let me just go and share screen and I'll show you a couple things here. Let's see, share. Get back to the screen, share. Okay. Let me close a couple things here. Okay, so we can advertise on myfitnesspal.com. How many of you have that application on your phone?
Yeah.
So you look here and you say, well, there's no banner ads there, Rick. There's nothing like that. Well, they're on their blog. So that's where it's getting the banner ads. So here's their blog. There's a banner ad right there. See, Fisher Investment. There's one going to pop up right here in a second. A little bit slow because we're screen sharing, but as you go down here, you should be at one at the bottom somewhere. Maybe not on that, but when you click on this story here, there's a banner ad that's going to pop up here. He's the same guy. He's advertising a lot actually. Okay, but you come back and say, well, really, Rick, MyFitnessPal. Okay, let's look how many hits they get. Told you about this plugin before, SimilarWeb. Let's open up SimilarWeb. Are you able to see SimilarWeb as showing on the screen share? Somebody answer. Can you see this right here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They get 13 million hits a month. 13 million hits a month. The average person stays on their site 5 minutes and 16 seconds. They view almost 8 pages. That's huge. That means that's repetition. If you ever studied advertising, you know people have to have 7 exposures before, a lot of times before a sale happens. So when they start seeing our banner ads repetition over and over and over, they're going, my God, what is that? I got to find out what that is. And they click on it. Okay. You say, you dig a little deeper here and you say, here's where their traffic source is coming from here. But you think, well, Rick, how we know they're not coming from India? Well, look on geographics. 65% comes from US, 7% from the UK, 5% from Canada, 3% from Poland, and 3% about from Australia. Those are all, we're only in the first two, US and Canada to start with, but we know it's not a bad site. It's a good site, okay? Let's see another site. There's a site called, healthline.com. A little bit smaller site. They only get about 8,000 hits. They only get 8,000 hits, so it's quite a bit smaller. But this is Healthline. It's more health related. There's a banner ad right here. Okay, and then these are, when you click on a story, we're going to see banner ads on the stories. So there'll be a banner ad right there. See, advertise it, boom, boom. It's slower because we're screen sharing, but you can see them. There they are right there. One right there, one right there, one right there, one right there. Okay. So, and what's nice about this site is as you scroll, the banner ad stays there. Isn't that kind of neat? So, I look at all these characteristics of these sites, and I look at this and say, this is a good site to advertise on because your banner ad is staying there. It's not scrolling down with them. Now, you could say, well, geez, could I go advertise by myself? Yeah, you look at the bottom here and see if you can. Advertise right here. So you could advertise with us. You can go in there and knock yourself out and set up a banner ad and say, I want to just be on that site, and get you a banner ad and have put it on there. Fill all this out, okay, and do that. I doubt you're going to get, well, you try it. I won't doubt it, okay? So that's one. Let's look at this right here. Here's one that's health grades. Has anybody ever heard of this one? This is kind of one that doctors, and some of these, just because they're neat, doesn't mean it's going to be a great site to be on. Here's healthgrades.com, but you look at this and say, this gets 8.1 million hits a month. That's a lot of traffic. And again, I haven't researched enough on here to know exactly how this would be, because like the right doctor. So let's see, a banner ad should pop up here. It isn't. So I would look on this right here, and I would act like a customer. And in my research, what I'm doing, I'd act like I'm trying to use the site. And if I don't see a lot of banner ads, just because they get a lot of hits, we're not going to advertise on it. Like, I haven't seen one yet on here. So although I have it marked down and stuff like that, I don't know that I'd advertise in that. Okay, how about this one? Women's Health Magazine.com. Okay. So here's one, Women's Health. Okay. You've seen that magazine on the shelf before. Okay, let's see how many hits they get. They get 4.2 million hits. Almost 2 minutes on the site, 3 pages. Where's the traffic coming from? Search, that's really good. 63, that means they're on the first page of Google when they get that much search, because that means they're Google searching and boom, they're on the site. Okay, where's the traffic coming from? 51% US. That's good. 5% Canada. Okay, and people are going to land. They're going to come through this site on a page. They're going to Google, and they're going to hit this page right here. They typed in something on this page about New Year's resolution or whatever. Okay, they hit this page here at Best Buy's got an ad up there. We're going to be right next to Best Buy. Okay, how cool is that going to be? Here's the Best Buy is really loaded up on this page here. That's not a banner; it's an opt-in. So, but every time you're on a different blog post or whatever in here, you're on a different page, and the ads could show up. Okay, here's going to be one right there. Here's a pop-up ad. Okay, so let me see. Let me jump around here. Let's see a couple others here. How about? Well, let's see. I'll just pick this one because we can do about any of these. How about the Boston Herald? We can hit about any news site in the industry. So here's the Boston News Herald. They got banner ads all over the place. There's one right here. And that guy's got, that's the same Fisher, but he's got a different variety. Here's DirecTV up here. Okay, how many searches they get? They get 2.4 million, 18 minutes on the site. That's pretty good. 6 pages. Obviously, it's a news site. A lot of search, some direct. 91% United States. 2% Canada. It's pretty good. Okay. So people are clicking on here. They come in through this news story right here, because they Googled something and searched it, and here's our ad pops up there. 3x fat loss. Lose your belly fat. There's a big ad there. So let me read down some other ones. I won't keep going through them. A couple other big ones. I mean, there's a lot of big ones out there, but like I said, all the sports channels, all the Fox News 24/7 sports, NFL. Here, look at this right here. Let's check this one out here. Okay, DIE. Oops. Diettrend.com. Diet Trend with 1 T. Okay, So here's diettrend.com. So here's healthydietbase.com. So they get 200,000 hits. Still a lot of hits. I mean, not up into millions, but still a lot of hits. More focus. 4 minutes on the site, 6 pages. Where's the traffic coming from? Some search. That's good. Okay. Targeting, 56% US. What I'm looking for is I'm making sure that we don't have 50% India, or or some other country that's technology based is driving fake links and stuff like that. So QuickBooks is on here. QuickBooks is following me because I use QuickBooks, this program. That's probably why that ad's there. I was on it today. So that's why it's probably right there. But people will come in to this site right here, this page right here. They search this page, and this page popped up when they Googled something, and then an ad's going to come up here. And it's going to say, instead of Vimeo, it's going to say 3x fat loss. Okay? And then they're going to be looking down this ad, and over the side, they're going to see, 3x fat loss. So anyway, questions on that? That's enough of that. So I mean, I don't want to bore you with all that stuff like that, but it's it takes a lot of work to keep testing them and making sure if we hit on something, as soon as we hit on something that's really solid, I mean, it's it's just like game on. You advertise that thing 24/7, and you just let it run, let that one run. Does that make sense? Because a lot of these will be individual campaigns, so we can filter them out. We just don't put all of them in one bucket,
Hey, Rick.
Yes.
When you said earlier you buy space based on inventory, some kind of inventory strategy.
Uh-huh.
Does that help you determine where the ad will appear? Is that something you can control, or
no? You can only control the site. You can control the site, yes, but it's going to appear on pages that people are searching. And it's impressions. You're buying. CPM is cost per thousand. It means 1,000. So you pay X amount of dollars, $3 or $4 per 1,000 impressions. An impression is when a site comes up and there's an ad there, and there. There's 3 impressions for those 3 different things. So it's usually $3 or $4 1,000 impressions. Okay, it's not clicks, it's impressions. So let's say $20. Let me just do some math. 20 times hang on a second. 20 divided by $5 to make it easy is 4. 4 times 1,000. So 4,000 impressions. Say $20 buys us 4,000 impressions. Okay? Out of those 4,000 impressions, let's say we get 50 people to click on those links. 50 people click on those 4,000 impressions. Okay? You can say 20, but let's say 50 clicked. Out of those 50 that clicked on it, let's say 2 people bought. Then you would make a $48 sale on those 2 people, 50% of $97. And it cost you $20. $10 per purchase. That thing. So you had 4,000 impressions, you had 50 clicks, you had 2 purchases. So it's an equation. And it's going to be different on all these different sites, but we'll over time have an average to say for every $20 we spend, we get 1 sale. So here, who here would not spend $20 to make 48? I don't think anybody would. And if they think about it, you would not. You'd say, okay, can I spend 100 to make 250? So it's just the numbers once you start doing a lot of it, and that's the benefit of putting it all into a co-op versus people trying to do it individually themselves. There's more power in all of us doing it together. And plus, people are going to start seeing repetition here, and all of a sudden there's something showing up on the NFL and Fox Sports and saying, God, how you getting your ad up there? So, but if it's not pulling, we're not going to stay there, right? So the idea in the beginning is to test it and see what's gonna happen. I mean, it might take $35 to make a $48 sale. How many people would spend $35 to make 48? I would. Right now, I'd spend $48 to make 48 just to get people in the system and start sharing it with other people, because those people are going to have success and start sharing with other people, and they're going to start sharing it and sharing it and sharing it, and you're going to get all the product sales. It's going to flow right up your business. It's going to be crazy. So this is going to be really big, and when Tim says this is going to change the industry, I don't think people even imagine how it could change in years down the road, how it can change the entire industry, and how people are doing this business because there's such a large failure rate in the network marketing industry. So we're lucky. Okay. Well, that's all I had. Unless you have other questions, I'll entertain or take any other questions you have about anything ARIIX. You want to jump out and ask anything? Anything that's bothering you, or you want to share anything with anybody?
Is Nomi still working, but only in America, or?
Yeah, Nomi is actually they changed their name to NoCard, to NoCard.com. So if you had a Nomi, it's now NoCard.com. And I was on a call the other night, and it's amazing what they're going to do going forward. But yeah, it works texting in the U.S. Outside the U.S., you could use it, but it's more email. So when you invite somebody, you invite them through email versus a text version of it. So the texting, because they don't have international texting yet, but email works through it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So it's not Nomi anymore. It's called NoCard.
NoCard, yep. NoCard.
Is that in the United States?
Yep.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, in the U.S. So, like, just show you, this is what Nomi is. Nomi's it's like your digital business card. Okay. People can go and watch. So it's called NoCard. And if you go to try, you can see the link on ARIIX on explorerx.com/ARIIX. There's a link to it. I should probably double check to working, but people can watch videos. They can see all about your business and everything, photos and everything about your business. Right? You can set it up any way you want within minutes. You can change it and do all kinds of stuff with it. And you can text it out to people, and they can click on it, and then they have your digital business card with all your social media and everything. Other questions?
Just a mega thanks, Rick.
Okay. Okay, well, that's it for today. We're obviously...
Hey, Rick.
Yes,
This is Dawn.
Hi.
Hey, I just wanted to introduce my friend here, Erica. She's with us tonight.
Okay, hi, Erica.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I really much enjoyed everything you said.
Oh, good. Hope it didn't confuse you at all. Good.
No, it was very informative. I learned a lot.
Okay, good. Great.
Yay.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, as you come to these, keep in mind that you can ask any questions. This is a time to kind of, towards the end and stuff like that, is to ask questions. You can share ideas you're doing if you want to. Does anybody want to share anything they're doing with others at all that they're having success with? You're welcome to do that too and jump out and do that. But we'll continue with these. And once, obviously, 3X launches, we're going to have a lot more to share and talk about and stuff like that. I mean, we're still doing Jove. I mean, Jove's not something we forgot about or nothing like that. It's just that, I'm been doing a lot of studying and a lot of stuff just to make sure, because I just want our team to hit the ground real solid and fast with the 3X when we get our link. And so I want everybody to, have massive success with that. And have everybody else be clicking on our links for our affiliates and stuff. So, anybody want to share anything at all? Other than that, I don't have anything else.
No.
Okay. Well, good night, everyone. Thank you. I'll unmute everybody, and everybody can say good night. And
Bye.
so,
Hi, Rick. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Rick.
Okay. Everybody take care. Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rick. Have a good night.
Baby
Okay,
girl.
thanks.
Is she okay?